First issue is gerrymandering. I hope that you support Senate Bill 13 and Assembly Bill 44, which would establish a nonpartisan commission to set up fair districts. Senate Bill 13, Assembly Bill 44. $2.1 million have already been spent on secret setting up of districts back in 2011. $2.1 million already spent. As a result of that, in 2011, the 2010 election for Assembly, the Democrats got 168,000 more votes than all the Assembly districts, and still lost out to the GOP. GOP still won 60 out of the 99 seats. Now, I only taught government and economics and English here at Mondovi. Didn't teach math, but that math does not add up. If the Democrats get 168,000 more votes and still lose the Assembly. In the fall of 16, that was last fall, the 7th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that gerrymandering was unconstitutional. So now they got to redo it. The GP has now hired 2 law firms, one out of Chicago, I think the same one from Madison, to correct the problem. They'll probably end up doing the same flaming thing. The Dallas Morning News recently stated that gerrymandering is the biggest obstacle to genuine democracy in the United States. That comes from Texas, Dallas, not really a liberal place. So if they're saying that, so that's point number 1. Second thing is high capacity wells. I know gentleman over here brought it up. Fitzgerald and Voss, Senate Bill 76, which would deregulate high-capacity wells. And it clearly is an attempt to pay off potato growers, CAFOs, and sand mines. And I would urge you, don't make a comment, just listen. I would urge you to not support that particular bill. And my third issue is vouchers. And all this money that the gentleman there was talking about, that their taxpayer money is going for private parochial schools. It seems to me Thomas Jefferson said something, I think I recall, separation of church and state. Seems like the GOP has forgotten that. And I just read this morning, Los Angeles Times, February 28th of this year, a recent study of voucher schools found that test results don't add up. Just because you go to a voucher school or a parochial school, the test scores are not up. So there's a couple of things. I see at the end of your thing it says there's 3 R's that we need. I don't have anything fancy like that. I got 2 E's. Educate, don't eradicate. Educate, don't eradicate. Oh, but then also, one of the things I always taught my students down here at Mondovi on North Jackson, the 3 cardinal principles of James Madison. I always told my kids that. 3 cardinal principles that will keep our democracy a democracy. Compromise. 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 And the GOP has not been doing that here in the state of Wisconsin. And that's all I've got to say. You don't need to, I'm not asking for any comments.
I would like to ask, what do you guys think about compromise? Because we're not seeing compromise. Do you have an opinion about that? We're so bipartisan that it's crazy. So, you guys have been in power for how long?
I will say this, just been elected in November, but I've been the mayor of Mondovi for about 3 years, and I think I know about compromise.
Okay, I'm not talking about Mondovi.
Right.
Let her answer then.
Well,
compromise, ma'am. Compromise. What do you think about compromise?
but I just want to make a statement. I want to make a statement about compromise.
We know how to compromise in Mondovi. I know that.
Well, that's good to hear
Now
because
you're working for the legislature.
I hang my hat on that.
You're working for the legislature. You don't have an opinion on it, I guess, because you don't know because you haven't been there long enough. So I'll let her answer. What about compromise?
So, I am a supporter of compromise. I think if you ask the colleagues that I serve with on either side of the aisle, I am known as a very reasonable person. I did the stewardship compromise. Last session, the governor wanted to completely go to 0 on stewardship. And others wanted it to stay the same. I was tasked with coming up with a compromise that would maintain the program, support the best of the best, and also be sustainable. And it was a big compromise. And we had bipartisan support for it. Gathering Waters was supportive of it. I can see that maybe this is not engaging you. I can tell you that I have done a bill every year since I have been in office that has been bipartisan. voluntary healthcare providers, I worked on with Representative Colsty from Janesville my first session. Last session, which we passed. Last session, I did a car seat bill with Chris Taylor, which we got through the assembly. We worked very well together. I'm working on community paramedicine and mobile integrated health this year with Representative Shanklin. These are members of the Democratic caucus that come to me because they say, I have an idea, I know you'll work with me, you're reasonable, let's get this done. And I can only speak for myself, and I think that that's why I was excited to come with Trey, because I know he's a reasonable guy, not just partisan, you know.
Sounds like you got about 1.7% compromise in the area of education, which is not very much. Roads, I don't know, I'm surprised that hasn't come up yet, but probably a whole lot less there. Seat belts, well, whatever.